Well, Cossack Crazies, another first in the 2 years of Saul's Media covering Sioux Valley Athletics, the Cossack Crazies. We will do it in the rain today. There is a canopy over my head. I have my electronics protected for the most part, but it is raining out here. The reason we are out here is because we're going to play some softball today, like crazy people. So Redfield makes the trek. This is a reschedule from a postponement in April. I think if I saw it right, it was the 10th or 18th, something like that. We had to postpone because of some sketchy weather that day. So we line it up for Friday, May 22nd on a spring day that does not... It's for the faint of heart. How's that? So here we are. Redfield makes the trek. We did not call this off today. We're going to do it in the rain. So, let's just see how this goes today. Officially, it's still a big game, not only for the Sioux Valley Cossacks, who are still fighting for positioning in the State A SODAC 16 standings. It's a big deal for Redfield, who is fighting for some standings in the Class B side of things for their SODAC 16 rankings. Tomorrow, our Sioux Valley Cossacks will be off to Beersford for the Big East Conference Tournament, the regular season finale. And the SODAC 16 fires up on Tuesday next week. It's just a matter of does Sioux Valley get to host it, which they are kind of excited to try to do. And then who we be playing. If they do have to go on the road, who would be going on the road too? We'll find out all of that by the end of the weekend. But for today, we're going to play it in the raindrops. Just craziness out here. You can start to see the field. It is starting to pool up a tad, as it was just a nice sprinkle when I got here, but it is not a sprinkle anymore. I'm on the air. Someone will be here. Oh boy, they're trying to open the concession stand, and I'm on the air. You know, I'm doing stuff here. I can't be taking time off to put the lid up for the concession stand. There'll be some fans out here, right? Probably some fans that'll take advantage of the canopy I put up. Hopefully I'll have some Cossack Crazies around me. We may have to put a back tarp up. I just ran out of hands and time, but there is a tarp on the car that I can add to the back wall of this thing. Well, we'll see how that goes. It's the craziness that we get to do, you know? Sometimes you just have to challenge yourself to see what the limits are, and we're going to test that out today. The head coach, Tatum Sonnenberg, crossing in front of us. We're trying to figure out the concession stand. She's looking for some taller players to help out with that. It's going to be madness around here. Madness, I say. This was supposed to be a huge week for Sioux Valley softball. They were going to start on Monday and head up to Millbank. But it was a rain out that day, so that game gets canceled. It will not be remade up because of the shortness of the rest of our season here. Wednesday, we got to do senior day here. A big win against the Coleman-Egan Hawks. It was a big lead going into the top of the 7th. Coleman-Egan managed to put a few singles together and score some runs in the top of the 7th. But Sioux Valley had built up a 9-run lead and did not relinquish that. A 10-6 victory on Wednesday right here at Cotton Field. And now we'll finish up the regular season at Cotton Field. If we play another one, it's going to be the SODAC 16 on Tuesday right here. So this is the final regular season home game for our Sioux Valley Cossacks. Get out of the rain, man! Getting our concession stand put together over there. That's Lisa Milton and friends. The lid is off. They can officially do some concessions things now. I've got my canopy strapped down as best I can. Hopefully it doesn't blow away too much on me. And, boy, I don't know what else to say. I still got to set up my scoreboard, so you're going to help me do that. We're going to talk our way right through that. Across the video, you can see the raindrops coming off of the canopy. That is what's going in front of the camera that I have. So you get to be a part of this as well and just kind of live out a rainy day here at Cotton Field. Just part of the fun. You know, you just have to commit to stuff. You just do. You know, you just got to. I woke up today knowing that there was rain in the forecast, and I think everyone else that was out there was knowing the same, that it was just going to be a rainy day. And I kept checking on Facebook. I kept waiting for a text. I did not get any of those. So we're going live and see how it goes. Our big helper, Toby Lemmy, now will come out to the pooling areas. Maybe add some, Agriline that they add into that? Yeah, just trying to shore things up. We're going to fire this thing up as soon as we can and get a softball game in here. Tomorrow, the Big East Conference Tournament, as I was telling you, it's hosted by Beersford, so we down there. The first game out for the Big East is at 10 a.m., Sioux Valley earned the number 1 seed in the conference tournament, so they're going to play the number 8 seed Parker. I think everyone plays 3 games, one way or the other. So it's a 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock start times for the most part, and it's just up to each team to stay in the winner's bracket or not. Last year, the Sioux Valley Cossacks were able to go down there, get 3 very good victories down there, and win that Big East Conference tournament. So we'll hope that we can repeat the performance and, go down to Beersford and see what happens down there. We are all going to try to not catch pneumonia. Can I throw that out there? It's not, officially it's not cold, okay? I mean, there is a wind out here. There is rain coming down, but it's not like it's 40 degrees out here. It's 60-something. And now we've got some parents just going to try to shore up some of those areas out there and see if this game can get a little bit more stable out there. Hi there. I'm as dry as I can be right here. Yes. Tatum Sonnenberg just asking how the broadcast is going. We're okay at the moment. We really should figure out how to put up the back, but my helper who would do that with me, Toby, is currently shoring up the field. So I guess we'll kind of wait on that whole idea. Come on up. We got plenty of room. I was going to put a back on this thing, kind of a wall, but I ran out of hands and stuff, so. I can't do anything about the wet bleachers, but I can at least get you out of the raindrops. I would imagine we'll have some fans underneath the old canopy today, which would be just fine. Let me do that. How are you? Okay. How's that?
Much better.
Yeah, there is a back wall that I can try to strap this thing up to, but it was just me, so.
Wet ass, but that's fine. I'm not going back to work.
This is a little crazy.
I thought they were going to cancel it for sure.
I thought the same. All right. So as we're shoring up the infield out there, just squeegeeing off some water and adding some, I think it's dirt or agriline, whatever the hell, the fancy dirt. How's that? We will wait for word. I think we're still officially waiting for umpires, as I haven't seen any of those guys yet. But we will try it live here from Cotton Field today. It's officially a noon start, but with the field starting to pool up, we may give it a few minutes here as we try to get ourselves ready for a contest today against the Redfield Pheasants today. I'm going to get on to Game Changer here and see if I can't find some lineups and get that put together. It's going to be fun out here, Amanda. This is going to be great.
It's going to be lovely. Lovely.
This is just some perfect springtime weather. Nothing to it.
Best spot to be.
22.
Well, this helps.
If it blows away, then we're all screwed. I've got it strapped down about as best I can do.
I'll hold on.
Yeah.
It ain't going to take me anywhere.
I tried.
Hello?
All right.
Oh, there's room for you. There's plenty of room for you. And I have a blanket to sit on. So. Okay. Bye.
Let's go to Game Changer. You can see Toby Lemmy out there working hard, wheelbarrow in hand, running around, taking care of some of the pooling that's happened on the infield out there. Assistant coach Blees out there doing some raking, doing some water moving. So we're getting ourselves ready. The contest against the Redfield Pheasants today. As I mentioned, this is it has connotations not only to Sioux Valley today, but also for Redfield. Redfield playing in Class B. They are also in line to be in the Sodex 16 in the Class B side of things. So they're looking for different positions, maybe a home game themselves. Sioux Valley, as of this morning, sitting in the number 5 spot for the Sodex 16 rankings. Trying to improve on that. You know, the better, you know, the higher up you go, the hopefully the weaker the opponent that you might play. But also to guarantee that they'd be in the top 8 and have a home game for Tuesday and try to advance to that Class A state tournament up in Aberdeen by doing it right here on the home field. That'd be the goal, I guess, today. So I'm going to try to put our lineup together if we can. So hang with me here. S.D. Smith leading off. Morgan Lemmy. Second. Oh, there's just no good way to do this. See, on a normal day, we would have areas and stuff that we can put down, you know, things on, but not today. Schwab, Zoe. Hempstead batting cleanup today. I still owe Zoe a free treat from Cool as Ice, the walk-off grand slam against Dubrook earlier in the season, and I just haven't seen her since. So we'll get her that today. Tell you all about those sponsors as we roll through this broadcast today. But I just want to get our lineups put together, so I have that. JC. Shelby High and Cam Inker. This is crazy. We're doing the madness today. As soon as I saw that our girls were going to play today, I jumped off of my couch. Because if they're going to be in it, I'm going to be in it. That's the deal. Those are the rules. If they're going to come out here and catch pneumonia, I'm catching pneumonia. It's one team. That's the slogan. And I'm part of it today. So, see some fans in front of us. I think these are the Redfield guys putting their game changer put together. You can see Toby out there throwing down some agri-line to try to dry things up around third base out there. I suppose the Pheasants have theirs. Yeah, it looks like they do. There we go. All right, so let me add these quick. Feel like we still have some time. If you can't make it to the field today, tell everyone that we're live on YouTube today. Jungworth. That's H. Gall. Redfield has a Morissette on their team. The only Morissette I've ever heard of in my life is Alanis Morissette. So they have a Morissette playing for him. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. Never heard of anyone else having that last name. L. Hardy. 8 is K. Herman. Herman with 2 N's. K. Siebrecht. Apologize, everyone. We're just kind of putting our broadcast together here, so bear with me a little. P.O. Daniel. 15 is A. Stroud. And 20 is K. Evans. So now that we have that, we go back into Game Changer here, and we look up those Redfield pheasants. There's the area Muskrats. That's their baseball team. Redfield Varsity Pheasants. There we go. There we are. And we'll just go to their team here. So, number 3 is Michaela. Charlie. 17. Hayden. 18 is Maddie Morissette. Oh, I love that name. That's awesome. 12 is Layla. 8, Kylie. 6, so... Uh-oh, there is no 6. Oh, it's 1, that's why, okay. Number 1 is Kendall. 23, Peyton. Oh, Daniel. 15, that's Ashley. And 20 is Katrin. Okay. So there we go. All right, they're just kind of working over the pitcher's mound as well. Trying to get some of the water off of there as we play through a little bit of craziness today, but we're going to manage and we'll be just fine. We're going to thank some sponsors before we bring the teams out and do some starting lineups out there. Our exclusive presenter for craziness that we're doing today and every other Cossack Crazy broadcast. Our exclusive presenter is Bankstar Financial. With locations in Volga, Brookings, and Elkton, Bankstar provides a big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home? Need a car loan? How's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. Bankstar Financial, a proud sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. Our starters today, as we'll go through that, it doesn't seem like they... Redfield made the trek. We're not canceling this now. Sponsors of our starting lineup, CC's Bar and Grill, downtown Volga. Amazing food, good friends, good times, good food, and amazing Chislick burgers and chicken and more. They also have the banquet room in the back, so if you have a, there was just a graduation party in there. A lot of the Cossack athletic teams have their end-of-year banquets in there. Maybe you have a wedding reception, a class reunion, a family reunion, maybe just a birthday party, something, a retirement. Get on down to Cade and Wendy, and they'll help you out down at CC's Bar and Grill, a fantastic sponsor of ours. They also host our Monday Night Coaches Show. Now that school's out, we're kind of done doing the Monday nights. Monday is officially Memorial Day anyway, so I don't think there will be a show because I don't think CC's is open on Memorial Day. So I think our coaches shows may be done for the season, but if this softball team can keep advancing, we'll find a way to put something on here, sir. So, but CC's our host through the school year of the coaches show, so thank you to Kate and Wendy once again. They are officially our sponsors of the starting lineup. So, starting today, and I have the Sioux Valley position players as well. Let me open this back up. Redfield coach out there just kind of wandering around, checking it out, making sure that it's ready to go. Let me do this. All right, so Cassidy. Here's Hempstead and J.C. Olson. Benson. Cam at first. Shelby High, our designated player, and Amelia behind the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay, so our starters today for the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Hey, there's an umpire. Hey, we found him. Dave Bestie's here too. Fantastic. Our starters today for the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Leading off, playing center field, number 12, Cassidy Smith. Batting second, number 26, Morgan Lemmy. Should be at shortstop. Batting third today, number 6, McKinley Schwab. She is our starting pitcher today. Batting cleanup, number 10, Zoe Hempstead. She'll be in right field. Batting fifth, number 27, Abby Axtell. She'll be at third base. Batting sixth, number 13, Amelia Jacobson. She'll be behind the plate. Batting seventh, number 20, J.C. Olson. She'll be in left field today. Batting eighth, number 5, Shelby High, our designated player. Batting ninth, number 23, Cam Eaker. She'll be at first base. And playing second base today, number 7, Lila Benson. Those are your starters for the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Umpires taking a look here. You want under the canopy? I can't promise dry. Well, it's up to you. I think Bestie's behind the plate. So our umpires are kind of making a decision there. So there we go. Pick up your murder weapons. Toby, get yourself together. Don't finish that. Don't do it. We will have the Cossack crazies around the evil broadcast today, so this should be all sorts of fun. Redfield pitcher, just making sure that she can get some footing out there. I think we're just checking that we are at least going to be playing safely today, so don't want the field conditions to put us in any dangers of injuries or anything. Like I said, Sioux Valley has got a Big East tournament tomorrow down in Beersford. First game starting at 10 a.m. And then the Sodex 16 fires up on Tuesday across the state. And we'll know by the end of the weekend, perhaps even Monday morning, the pairings for that, who's going where, who's playing who, and get everything figured out from there. Starters today for Redfield, the Pheasants. Batting first, number 3, Michaela Schultz. Batting second for the Pheasants, number 2, Charlie Youngworth. Batting third, number 17, Hayden Gall. Batting fourth in cleanup, number 18, Maddie Morissette. What a great name that is. Batting fifth, number 12, Layla Hardy. Batting sixth, number 8, Kylie Herman. Batting seventh, Kendall Siebrecht. She's number 1. Batting eighth, number 23, Peyton O'Daniel. And batting ninth, number 15, Ashley Stroud. And they're, I'm not sure if this is designated player, but number in the 10 spot, number 20, Katrin Evans. So one of those is a designated player. We'll figure that out as we get our game started here. Redfield coach still out there just checking things out. We just want to make sure that we can do this safely, I think, is the overall idea. Umpires talking with both coaches, making sure that we can put this game together and be happy about how we'll be doing it today. It is a little rainy out here. Field conditions about as great as we can make them on a rainy day. Some of the fans starting to join in around here. Dave Bestie will be behind the plate. His partner in crime will be out in the field, and I think we're lining up for some starters today. Starting lineups on the field. I don't think I get to stand up today. This canopy is not all that tall for a Star Spangled Banner, so I apologize to all the veterans out there, but I do have to keep a broadcast together and keep equipment somewhat dry at the same moment. It's going to be a tough job today. I don't know if there are other games across South Dakota today. It's very possible. We can probably find that on Game Changer somehow. But this one's going to play for sure. Managers went out there to talk about it. Umpires making sure that we can do this safely. Somebody got the answer they liked. And we're just going through some starting lineups out there right now. Going through final preps with the umpires out there. Making sure everyone knows where the foul lines are. Tomorrow's weather, as far as the Big East Conference tournament goes, it looks better than this. As far as Kellaland was telling me, our local Channel 11 news out of Sioux Falls, rain is not in the forecast tomorrow. Maybe some 60s, possibly 70 degrees down in Beersford down there. But rain is not part of the idea. So we'll look forward to that. Going to be a fun 3 games tomorrow. The wind is picking up. That is not great. I really do. I've got like 4 straps on this canopy to try to keep it down, but one big gust of wind will take it all out. And on our broadcast, you'll see a canopy flying across center field out there. Oh, boy. It's a beautiful day for some softball. I should have brought more shirts. Yeah, I can't guarantee dry. And the Sioux Valley Cossacks taking the field as excited as they can be on a rain day. But we're about to fire this thing up here at Cotton Field. See what kind of madness we can start today. I can cover you as best I can. Whoever wants to be on the broadcast can do that too.
I'll just shut up. Yeah, that's why I'm like.
No, there's no shutting up around here. You're all within shouting distance now. Have we done crazier things than this? Be few and far between, wouldn't it? All right. I'm covered up. About as good as I can be. I've got the towel off of the camera thing, so that's good. All right. McKinley Schwab on the mound. Pitch number 1. We are underway. We'll have a swinging strike to start our day. Just enough craziness. That's what we have today. McKinley Schwab with an 0-1 count. That was a little low. We'll go 1-1 on that. We got blankets out here. We got umbrellas out here. Everything you need. That is going to be fouled into the backstop, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Our hitter for the Pheasants, this is Michaela Schultz, number 3. Now, you can't see the 3 because everyone's kind of wearing coats out there. But we'll make do today. 1-2. Schwab with the changeup, and it'll be a strikeout to start. Be 1 out for the Pheasants here in the top of the first. Just getting going here on a rainy Friday afternoon at Cotton Field. Just part of the fun. Batting second for the Pheasants is number 2, Charlie Jungworth. She will swing through strike 1. Kinley gets her sign, sets and fires. Inside pitch, little movement there. You can see that. It'll be an 0-2 count for Jungworth. Schwab already started her day with 1 strikeout. Now ahead 0-2. Bring an outside pitch to get the swinging strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first. That was not Thunder. Third hitter for the Pheasants, this is Hayden Gall. Big left-hander, number 17. Schwab will start her with a strike. It's be 0-1 to Gall. A little too high on that. 1-1. Will be fouled straight back. So Schwab ahead of Hayden Gall, 1-2 in the count. 2 outs already here in the top of the first. Schwab trying to get out of the first here unscathed. Sets and fires. Gets the swing and a miss, and it's 3 straight strikeouts to start. And the Sioux Valley Cossacks will come to bat. It's Friday. We ain't going back. Our first inning today is going to be brought to us by Vivid Beauty. Michaela and Mackenzie. They're on 20th Street South in Brookings. Mackenzie is a 2013 Sioux Valley grad, and she wanted to remind everyone about prom season. But now that summertime's here, you got to get your favorite style of the summer. So head on down to Michaela and Mackenzie. Unapologetically you, unmistakably vivid. Head to vividbeautysd.com and set up your appointment now. Thank you to Vivid Beauty for being a part of all our broadcasts here. Some umbrellas, some parkas out today. A little bit of everything. Oh, I wish I could tell you. I'm going to head back to Game Changer. That's how we're going to do it. The third baseman heading to the So leading off for the Sioux Valley Cossacks, this is number 12, Cassidy Smith. Left-hander that has a knack for being on base. Big part of the game on Wednesday once again. Cass always entertaining in the post-game show as well. Cass ready. And that'll be outside. 1-1. Waiting for Game Changer to catch up with us so we can get the position players for Redfield. I'm not sure who that pitcher is yet. Too high on that. Here we go. pitcher is Schultz. So that's Michaela Schultz out there on the mound. Throwing to Ashley Stroud, and that will hit Cassidy. Yeah, she hit by pitch. So Cassidy, find any way on. There you go. Herman playing first. That is Hardy playing second. Jungworth at short. Morissette at third. Evans, 7. Go in center, and O'Daniel. So Kendall Stebrick is our designated player. So that ball gets past the catcher. Also hit her on the foot. So Morgan Lemmy will reach on a hit by pitch as well. Cassidy Smith was running on that, so we've got a hit by pitch and a hit by pitch. So our starting pitcher comes into the batter's box, trying to help out her own cause with now 2 runners on. First pitch hits the outside corner. So Cassidy Smith on second base, Morgan Lemmy on first, both hit by pitches. And McKinley Schwab at the plate. Swings through that. It'll be an 0-2 count for McKinley. McKinley has all the nicknames. Sixer, Mick, Smoke, Octane, Spark Plug. Good eye on that. 1-2. One and two to Schwab. Lifted just past second base. And that'll drop right in front of center fielder. And everyone will be safe as that just cleared the shortstop. So we'll have bases loaded for our cleanup hitter, Zoe Hemestead, today. Cassidy Smith on third, Morgan Lemmy on second, McKinley Schwab with the infield single, and now Zoe Hemestead with bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch is going to bounce. So it'll be 1-0 for Zoe Hemestead. The rain has let up for a second here. The pitch fouled off into the backstop. So Zoe's going to have a 1-1 count. That ball also too low. 2-1 now. Bases juiced for Zoe. 2-1. That pitch too low. It'll be a 3-1 count. Zoe looking to open this thing up here in the bottom of the first inning. And that pitch outside, it'll bring in 1 run for the Sioux Valley Cossacks. They'll take a 1-0 lead as Cassidy Smith scores on that. Lemmy to third, Schwab to second, and Zoe draws a bases loaded walk. And it's a 1-0 lead for Sioux Valley. Abby Axtell now in the box. Bases still juiced. She will foul that off over the concession stand. It'll be 0-1 for the Axe. The pitch. Ooh, a good stop there. Catching for the Pheasants, that is Ashley Stroud. A good stop right there. Probably stopping a run from coming in there. But it'll be a 1-1 count for Axtell. High and outside, 2-1. So the rain has subsided, but we do have a little breeze coming through here. Axtell fouls that off near the concession stand. It'll be 2-2 for Abby Axtell. Our umpire calling for a couple of softballs as we get someone to collect the foul balls that are out there already. 2-2 for Axtell. And Abby's going to swing through that. That'll be the first out for the Cossacks here. And that'll bring our catcher to the batter's box, number 13, Amelia Jacobson. Mia stepping in with 1 out, and the bases still loaded. That one will bounce. Another good stop by Stroud. Saving a run from coming in. Officially, that wind that is howling through here is blowing straight out. If you can see the flag underneath the scoreboard, wind's going straight out to center. A pitch inside. It'll be 2-0 to Mia. That pitch outside. 3-0 now. Not sure if Mia will get a green light here. Possible.
Go, Mia.
She will watch a strike there. 3-1 to Mia. Now the catcher will be looking for a pitch in the zone. Drive it somewhere. He's going to foul that off over the concession stand. In out of play. That will fill the count now with 1 out. Bases loaded. Mia with an opportunity here. Lifted right side. Right fielder's bringing that in. Will make the catch. And a late tag, but it'll work. So the sac fly brings in Morgan Lemmy from third base. So it's a 2-0 lead now. Still runners on first and second, but 2 outs. And coming to the plate, this is number 20, J.C. Olson, our left fielder today. She will swing through strike 1. Schwab is going to hustle down to third, steal third, and that will allow Zoe Hemestad to race up to second base on the throw. So Schwab at third. Zoe Hemestad now at second. And we're going to get a fresh softball for our pitcher out there. So J.C. Olson now hitting with an 0-1 count, but 2 runners in scoring position. Low and inside on that. 1-1. The count to Jace. That'll bounce. Make it a 2-1 count for J.C. Olson. The rain has stopped officially. Still a cool day here at Cotton Field. Swung on, fouled off. JC just getting a piece of that. Moves the count to 2-2 with 2 outs. Schwab on third, Hemestad on second. Swung on and missed. Gets away from the catcher. The throw down to first will complete the strikeout. But the Cossacks get 2 in the bottom of the first. And we'll move to the second inning with a 2-0 lead. Three up, 3 down. That is the saying as our defense heads back out there. For the Pheasants, it'll be Maddie Morissette, Layla Hardy, and Kylie Herman all due up. We want to thank Home Team Physical Therapy. Home Team Physical Therapy, this is Lene, Kim, and Chrissy. Whether it's a sports injury, work injury, or problems from age or natural conditions, Home Team Physical Therapy is here to help restore you to the best possible condition. Lene and Kim utilize a personal one-on-one approach for superior therapy outcomes. Head to HomeTeamPhysicalTherapy.com to request an appointment or a free consultation. Thank you to Lene, Kim, and Chrissy. Home Team Physical Therapy here in downtown Volga, helping you out. Thank you for being a sponsor of everything we're doing here on Sauls Media. Helping out Sioux Valley Athletics. About to start the top of the second inning. So this is Maddie Morissette, number 18. She is the third baseman for the Pheasants. The cleanup hitter. Schwab delivers. A little outside there. Might be a little tough holding down to that softball today. Wet, dirty. Windy out here as well. Schwab fires inside on that. It'll be 2-0 to Maddie Morissette. Schwab will miss outside on that. 3-0 to Morissette.
Go, McKinley. You go, girl. You got it.
Schwab gets her sign, sets and fires. Too high on that. It'll be a leadoff walk for Maddie Morissette to start the Pheasants here on the top of the second inning. That'll bring number 12, Layla Hardy. This is the second baseman for the Pheasants. Brings her to the plate. The pitch outside. The throw down to first. Almost. Caught Morissette just strolling back to first base. But she does get back in time. Layla Hardy at the plate. It'll be a 1-0 count. That's right down the middle. Swing and a miss. 1-1. A bunt attempt popped up. And that'll drop in front of the Sioux Valley dugout. No one saw bunt coming and just couldn't get to it. Tough play for Axtell, tough play for Jacobson, but the foul ball makes it a 1-2 count. So Schwab gets her sign. There's the windup. And that'll be a strike in the outside corner. Forced strikeout for McKinley Schwab. Gives us one out and one on for the Pheasants here in the top of the second. And this will be number 8, Kylie Herman, the first baseman for the Pheasants today. There's a strike in the outside corner. Oh, 0-1 to Herman. Inside, tapped. Axtell will pick that up, fire over to first, get the force out. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Nice play by Abby Axtell. Morissette was able to advance to second base on the throw, but it does make it 2 outs now. And this will be number 1, Kendall Siebrecht, coming to the plate. This is the designated player for the Pheasants. Good pitch down the middle. Schwab finds the zone. 0-1 to Siebrecht. Schwab gets the swing and a miss. It'll be 0-2 to Siebrecht. And Schwab will come back with 3 straight strikes right there. Gets the swing and a miss. For Sixer, that is strikeout number 5 on her day. So, for the Pheasants, no hits, 1 left. One walk, and still a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Cossacks coming to bat. Hitting for the Sioux Valley Cossacks, it'll be 8-9, top of the order. Shelby High, Cam Eaker, and Cassidy Smith all due up here in the bottom of the second inning. Second inning is going to be brought to us by the Man Cave Barbershop, Alicia and Friends on South Madera, right across from Brookings High School, the best barbershop in the biz. Alicia's been with us since the start of this crazy idea. We began this Sol's Media idea on my phone at a volleyball match in Hamlin and just kind of grew from there. Added sound, added headsets, added an iPad, which was a game changer. Just keep growing with this position and see what you can do. So a couple of the coats have come off for the Pheasants. You can now see our pitcher out there. Pitching is Michaela Schultz, number 3. So see if she can have better control without the coat on for this bottom of the second inning. This is Shelby High, number 5, designated player for the Cossacks today. Schultz will start with a strike. There is a line drive, left center field. That'll drop for a hit. Shelby High moving up to second base. It actually rolls underneath the fence. It'll be a ground rule double to start the second inning for the Cossacks. Shelby High with our first solid contact hit of the day. And she'll begin the second with a ground rule double. That'll bring our 9th hitter in the lineup to the plate. Number 23, Cameron Eaker, Cam-tastic. See what Cam can do here. Fun celebration for Cam and Abby on Senior Day on Wednesday. Cam will start with a ball. It'll be 1-0 to Cam Eaker. Kind of a curveball that is fouled out of play. For Cam, it'll be a 1-1 count with Shelby High sitting on second base. Cam ready. In the box. Schultz delivers. There is a ground ball left side. Picked up by the shortstop, thrown across for the force. Gets that. The throw back to third to try to get Shelby High. Gets away from the third baseman. And Shelby High will score. So some craziness out there. Cam officially gets an RBI out of that. It was a 6-3 putout for Cam Eaker. We go to the top of the order. Cassidy Smith steps in, the left-hander. She'll start with a 1-0 count. So a 3-0 lead now for Sioux Valley. Cass will watch that. 2-0. To Cassidy Smith. Cass has a knack for getting on base as a leadoff hitter, doing her job on a regular basis. In a great position to do this here again today. Started the game with a hit by pitch, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk. Cass will find first base once again. So with one out, Morgan Lemmy will step into the batter's box. 3-0 lead for Sioux Valley. Morgan officially hit by a pitch in the first inning as well, and then was able to score. So Lemmy ready. Schultz delivers. That'll be tapped foul over the concession stand 0-1 to Morgan Lemmy. Pitch high and outside. 1-1 for Morgan. Cass, a speedster on first base, a threat to steal. If it gets away from the catcher, she will advance. There's a strike up in the zone. 1-2 for Morgan Lemmy. Lemmy ready. Schultz with the windup. That is going to bounce to home plate. Good stop once again by Stroud, keeping Cass Smith at first base. So for Morgan now, a 2-2 count. Schultz gets her sign. Ground ball left side, picked up by the third baseman. A throw to second, not in time. Cassie Smith, the speedster, beats out the force throw. So Cass gets to second. Morgan Lemmy reaches on a fielder's choice, and now we'll have 2 runners on for our third hitter in lineup, number 6, McKinley Schwab, who can help out her own cause. Sixer, our starting pitcher today. She's got 2 teammates on with 1 out. 2 high in the zone. Schwab with a 1-0 count. Lifted, foul over the concession stand. Actually hit the ceiling or the roof of the concession stand. 1-1 for Schwab. Sixer, Mick, spark plug, smoke. That is tapped right off the end of the bat. It's going to bounce off of the first baseman trying to make the play, and McKinley will beat it out and load up the bases with another infield single. Cass to third, Morgan to second, Mick to first, and we'll have them bases loaded with 1 out, and now Zoe Hemestead in the batter's box once again with the bases juiced. Well, curveball there, curved right in. Schultz will start with a strike. It'll be 0-1 to Zoe Hemestead. Good pitch by Schultz there. You can kind of see the movement. That is going to be down the right side. Just foul! Only missed that by a couple of feet. Hempstead would have had all sorts of RBI there. That would have scored 2 at least. Sixer is a speedster on first base as well. She may have come in on that. Instead, we've got an 0-2 count for Hempstead. 1 out and the base is loaded. Schultz delivers. Too high. Gets away from the catcher. That's going to allow Cass Smith to come in. All the other runners advance. So now it'll be a 4-0 lead. Cass comes in. Morgan to third. Schwab to second. And Zoe Hempstead with a 1-2 count. 2 runners in scoring position. That's outside. 2-2. Zoe with a good eye there. Looking for a pitch to drive here. We'll swing through that. And it'll be a strikeout for Zoe Hempstead. Out number 2 for Sioux Valley. So now the 5th hitter in lineup, number 27, Abby Axtell, the Axe. Our third baseman today. 2 on and 2 out. There's a good pitch there. Michaela Schultz on the mound. She's got some movement with these pitches. Axtell will have an 0-1 count. That's lifted into right field, line drive. A base hit, gets away from the right fielder. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Axtell will round second and now go back to second base, forcing the throw. Probably a good decision there. But a double for Abby Axtell, scores 2. And we'll have a 6-0 lead for Sioux Valley. the 2-run double. Morgan Lemmy comes in, Schwab comes in, and now we'll have Amelia Jacobson stepping in with 2 outs and still a runner in scoring position, but a 6-0 lead now here in the bottom of the second. Another good stop by Stroud as that bounced to the plate. Axtell gets back to second base. Mia will have a 1-0 count. Good movement on that. Wow, what a pitch. Hit that inside corner, 1-1 to Axtell. Sorry, just tapped the screen there. That was my bad. Trying to stop it from blowing in the wind. There's a hit right up the middle. I dive for that, but it gets through the infield, and that will score Axtell from second base. It's 7-0 Sioux Valley. The RBI single right up the middle. And that will bring the 7th hitter in lineup number 20, J.C. Olson, our left fielder. JC's ready. Schultz delivers. That bounces. Good stop by Stroud. Keeping Mia at first base. 1-0 to J.C. Olson. J.C., the 9th hitter to come to the plate in this inning. Tapped left side. That will roll foul. So J.C. will come back to the box with a 1-1 count. Schultz on the mound for the Pheasants, showing good movement. Trying to paint that inside corner on a regular basis. She's got a nice curveball there. Schultz delivers. JC ducks out of the way of that, and that will allow Mia to run up to second base and steal that. Nice heads-up play by Mia. For JC, a 2-1 count now with 2 outs. But a runner in scoring position now with Amelia Jacobson sitting on second. That pitch on the outside corner lifted foul over the Redfield dugout. Dave Bestie, our home plate umpire, will come back to the foul ball retrieval box. Get everything he needs there. So for J.C. Olson, a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Schultz ready, sets, and fires. That'll be too low. Full count. With a full count and 2 outs, that means Mia is going to be on the move. Anything to the grass will score since she'll be taken off after the pitch. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Good movement again by Schultz. And that's going to do it for the second inning. But the Cossacks add 5, take a 7-0 lead as we roll to the top of the third. Need some lookout areas. So a big inning by our Cossacks. They send 9 to the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 1 left, 5 come across, and Sioux Valley's going to take a 7-0 lead as we roll to the top of the third. Third inning is going to be brought to us by a couple more sponsors here. We're going to thank Langland Trucking. Jason and Jody Langland, they are deliverers of crop and livestock, so if your farm or ranch needs any of those helpers, contact the Langland family. Jody instrumental lining up our player of the game sponsor for the boys basketball season. That was Subway of Volga right here in Brookings, or right here in Volga, sorry. Great job by Jody Langland there. So we'll talk to the new owners of Subway of Volga as their grand reopening happening, I think, next weekend. So we hope to bring them back on as sponsors of our boys basketball season or whatever else they want to sponsor, really. Bring them back on and make them a big part of these programs. Also want to thank Big Sioux Plumbing. Neil is a huge Sioux Valley supporter, especially with the wrestling program. Thank you to Big Sioux Plumbing. They specialize in residential and commercial plumbing, new construction, remodels, and service. Thank you, Big Sioux Plumbing, for being a part of all these broadcasts. And we'll thank Buster's Auto Brokers. Buster Vincent and Friends, a great dealership in Mitchell. Right on the corner, right on the price. Thanks, Buster, for being a part of everything we're doing here. We will start the top of the third. This is the 8-9 and top of the order for the Pheasants. Peyton O'Daniel, Ashley Stroud, and Michaela Schultz all due up for Redfield to start the top of the third. Schwab delivers. There's a nubber. That'll be picked up by Cam Eaker, and she will tag out Peyton O'Daniel. The 3 unassisted is out number 1 here in the top of the third. Redfield coach thought there was a bobble. Now we'll have a conversation about it. Dave Bestie behind the plate, not all that excited to even have the argument. The first base umpire giving his case to Dave Bestie, and I think we're going to have the out stick. And we will after the conversation. Redfield coach just wanted a conversation about it. So good job there. We'll have 1 out here in the top of the third. And coming to the plate, this is Ashley Stroud, number 15, the catcher for the Pheasants. She's done a great job behind the plate so far today. It'll be Schwab that starts her with a strike, so it'll be 0-1 to Stroud. Sixer fires. That's fouled off over the concession stand. It'll be 0-2 to Stroud. Sixer showing that she's got some movement to add to that velocity. That is fouled straight back. Count's going to stay at 0-2. Smoke gets her sign. Sets and fires. That'll be too high. Mia got a glove on it, but sent it into the backstop. Be a 1-2 count for Ashley Stroud. Gust of wind coming back through. Inside. 2-2 to Stroud. McKinley Schwab on the mound. She's got 5 strikeouts already today. Trying to add to that. Smoke fires. Gets a tapper. She'll pick that up, send that over to Cam Eaker at first, and it'll be a 1-3 put out for 2 outs. For the Pheasants, we'll go to the top of the order. This is Michaela Schultz, number 3. She is their pitcher who has great movement on her stuff. Schultz started with a strikeout in the first inning. Schwab fires high and outside, 1-0. Smoke gets herself ready. There's the windup. Outside, 2-0. Sixer, Mick, Sparkplug, Smoke, Octane. We got to pick one. Schwab fires. Fouled straight back into the netting. Be 2-1 now to Michaela Schultz. So the rain stopped in the bottom of the first. It's staying away for the moment. Breeze, which can be gusty, blowing straight out to center field today. Schwab fires. Gets a swing and a miss. 2-2. Smoke gets ready. Here's the windup. And gets a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 on her day. And that will retire the Pheasants for the top of the third inning. We move to the bottom of the third for Sioux Valley in a 7-0 lead. Due up for Sioux Valley. We will repeat what we just did in the second inning. This would be Shelby High at the 8th spot, Cam Eaker, and then top of the order. Shelby High started off the last inning with a ground rule double and then scored later. A lot of hitters in that last inning, so see if we can't repeat that performance. How's everybody doing? Everybody staying warm? Everyone okay?
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful day.
Did anyone bring the hot chocolate? No? We don't have any of that. All right, okay.
And a water and a Pepsi.
Shouldn't need hot chocolate on the 22nd of May, but here we are. Surviving the wind. At least the rain has subsided. That was fun. Let me dry off my iPad again. Got all my electrical equipment covered up. No big deal, just water and electricity. I wouldn't worry about it. So we're doing some groundwork out at third base there. Seems to be a pretty good puddle that's just persistent. Adding some of the agri line, moving it around. Third baseman for the Pheasants, that is Maddie Morissette. Getting her footing put together as well. We seem to be okay with the results at third base there. So Dave Bestie says batter up. And we'll have Shelby High starting our bottom of the third inning. Schultz delivers some movement again. So you can either call that a curveball, maybe a slider. Seems to go side to side rather than up and down. But Schultz with some good movement here for the Pheasants. Starts with an 0-1 count against Shelby High. Too high on that, 1-1. Shelby, Camtastic, and Cass to start our third inning. There is a shot, center field lifted. Good play by the center fielder. That is Hayden Gall out there. So it'll be one out for Sioux Valley to start the bottom of the third. And Cameron Eaker coming to the plate. Cam with a ground out in the second inning. That was a ground out to shortstop. It did advance the runners, though. So she did her job. There's another nubber. Shortstop will pick that up, fire across, and it's brought in. So another ground out. And it'll be 2 outs as we go to the top of the order here in the bottom of the third. And Cassidy Smith will step in, the left-hander. Cass has been hit by a pitch today, walked once, and scored both times. Cass ready. Schultz delivers. Too low. It'll be a 1-0 count for Cassidy Smith. Outside on that. Cass will have a 2-0 count. Schultz misses high there. 3-0 to Cass. Cass, I would imagine, would have a green light here. Just a knack for getting on base. But could watch one here, maybe. And does. Strike in the inside corner. 3-1. Ooh, a good pitch on the outside corner. That'll fill the count for Cassidy Smith.
Go, Cass. Protect. You got it, girl.
You can see that movement on the video. Schultz has good movement here. Too high. Cassidy Smith is going to draw another walk. Finds a way to get on base once again. She's been on base 3 times. Still has not recorded an at-bat today. And scored twice. So that'll bring Morgan Lemmy to the plate. Number 26, our shortstop. With 1 on and 2 out. Too high in that. Gets away from Stroud. Cass will move up to second base. And it'll be 1-0 to Morgan Lemmy. Popped up in the infield. First baseman getting after it. Has to move to her right. That was Kylie Herman who ventured on it, but does bring it in, and that's going to do it for Sioux Valley in the 3rd inning. And we'll move to the top of the 4th. A 7-0 lead for Sioux Valley. The last regular season home game today. Tomorrow we go down to Beersford, a 10 a.m. start for the Big East Conference Tournament. Should be fun down there. Beersford straight down I-29. For the 4th inning here, we want to thank Bell Brands, makers of the Mini Baby Bells, the snack cheese of champions. We're also going to thank GP Auto. Grant Peterson and friends are on the east side of Brookings up by Electronics, a fantastic car repair shop. Engine repair, tire replacement, oil changes, anything you need, GP and friends, they'll get you back on the road. Thank you, Grant, for being a part of this. We'll thank Health Source Chiropractic as well, a fantastic chiropractic shop on 22nd Avenue, across from the Water Tower in Brookings. Justin and Luke, man, they will straighten you out. Get your appointment today down at Health Source Chiropractic. They are sponsors of our Health Source halftime show through the basketball seasons, through football season. Have some fun on those halftime shows as we sometimes get some interviews, but let you know what's going on across the state as far as the night in action for football and basketball seasons. So to start the 4th inning, this is Charlie Jungworth, the shortstop. Schwab showing some movement there. Just misses that inside corner, 1-0. Be the 2-3-4 hitters for the Pheasants. This is Jungworth, Gall, and Morset. Sixer fires, lifted. This is straight back. Jacobson moving for it. Couldn't get to it. Tough play for Amelia Jacobson, though. Wasn't lifted enough. We couldn't see where it was. We have a roof. So 1-1 to Jungworth. Lifted left side. That'll roll foul. It'll be a 1-2 count to Jungworth. Schwab with 6 strikeouts so far today. Has a chance at another one here. Smoke fires. That is lifted foul on the right side. Count's going to stay at 1-2 for Jungworth. It's either Jungworth or Youngworth. It could be the silent J. I'm not sure. Soft J, not silent. There's a strike in the outside corner. Maybe another strikeout for McKinley Schwab. For Sixer, that is strikeout number 7. And that'll bring Hayden Gall to the plate, center fielder. She'll lift that left side. J.C. Olson gets a glove on that, brings that in. A quick out, and we've got 2 down now. The F7 for 2 down here in the top of the 4th. J.C. with a nice play out in left field. That'll bring Maddie Morissette to the plate. She'll lift that right side, long run. Cam Eaker going for it. Over her shoulder and a tough play to make. It'll drop to the turf for a foul ball. Maddie Morissette will step back in the box with an 0-1 count. Smoke delivers. It's a big swing and a miss there. 0-2 to Morissette. Morissette with a walk in the second inning. Got stranded at second base. That pitch low. It'll be 1-2. Schwab taking a little bit off that. Looked like a changeup. Just dropped too low in the zone. Schwab delivers another strikeout on the outside corner. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth inning. For Sixer, that is strikeout number 8 on her day. And we'll move to the bottom of the fourth with a 7-0 lead for Sioux Valley. See some more of our sponsors on the corner of the screen there, but we'll thank Back Alley Meats, a fantastic butcher shop right here in downtown Volga. Think of some of the parties you're going to be doing this summer, heading to the lake. Maybe, just camping wherever you are. 4th of July right around the corner. That's a huge birthday for the USA. 250 this year. So whatever party you might going on, perhaps you need some catering done, talk to Dan and friends down at Back Alley Meats, man. Steaks, burgers, brats, chicken, pork chops, ribs, brisket, whatever you need, man. They got it all down there. What a fantastic shop. Shop local, everybody. Back Alley Meats, a proud sponsor of everything we're doing here on Saul's Media, supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. Getting some groundwork done around the pitcher's mound. Helping our pitchers get some better footing out there. Still some pooling or puddling there, so we'll work that out a little bit. That's Toby Lemmy on the shovel work there. Give us an opportunity to thank a couple other sponsors here, so we'll take advantage of that. Big thanks to Dave Squires, Precision Risk Management, and Covenant Sports Group. Thank you to the Squires team. Precision Risk Management, redefining the delivery of crop insurance to the American farmer, leveraging modern farming technology. And Covenant Sports Group, a different kind of sports representation built on faith, focused on family, and committed to your future. CSG will be your advocates, your advisors, and your extended family. CSG has reimagined sports representation. Thank you, Covenant Sports Group and Precision Risk Management, the ventures for Dave Squires and friends. All big parts of our Saul's Media broadcast, supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. Bottom of the fourth inning, 7-0 lead for Sioux Valley. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming to the plate. This is Schwab, Hemestead, and Axtell all due up. Sixer in the box and ready. Schultz delivers low. Ball 1. Inside on that. 2-0 to Schwab. Sixer had to jump out of the way of that. Now ready, back in the box. Schultz gets her sign. Delivers, that's lifted. Left center field, long run, but it's a nice play by Hayden Gall out in center field to bring that in. And Sioux Valley will have one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring our cleanup hitter to the plate. This number 10, Zoe Hemestead. Zoe playing right field today. Tap left side. Shortstop will throw across just in time. And it'll be 2 outs for Sioux Valley. Abby Axtell will step into the batter's box with 2 outs. Abby with a strikeout and a double. She has scored a run today. Abby Axtell, one of our 2 seniors this year. Wind has come up once again, gusting. Get gusts to that, 15-mile-an-hour mark, somewhere around there. Stay steady at under 10 miles an hour, but just enough. Axtell's going to lift that center field, and it'll be Gall that'll bring that in, and it's a quick 1-2-3, fourth inning for Sioux Valley. Cossacks will head back on the defensive side of things as we start the top of the 5th inning with a 7-0 lead. more sponsors here. Might as well. Advantage Land Company bringing us the top of the fifth. Let me get this right here. I need to reprint all my pages. They're all starting to stick together. Advantage Land Company, an amazing real estate and auction business in downtown Brookings. Expose your dirt. If your family has any real estate or auction needs, contact Jackson and Megan at 692-2525. Here, boy. That is my best Jackson Hagerfeld impersonation. Been working on it all year. Advantage Land Company, thank you for being a sponsor of Sioux Valley Athletics and the Sauls Media broadcasts. Sioux Valley back out there for the top of the fifth. 7-0 lead for Sioux Valley. Trying to keep it that way for the Pheasants. They'll send their... Nope. Let me turn that over. 5, 6, 7 hitters to the plate. This is Layla Hardy, Kylie Herman, and Kendall Siebrecht all due up. Hardy is number 12. She is the second baseman for the Pheasants today. Schwab gets her signed. Sets and fires. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Layla Hardy. I feel like the rain has reappeared. That is going to be fouled straight back. 0-2 to Hardy. So the rain has returned, not near as strong, but some sprinkles out here today. Schwab with a changeup, gets the pop-up, right side. Cam Eaker will get underneath that and bring it in. She'll be all smiles after that. One out now here in the top of the fifth. And that'll bring the sixth hitter to the plate, number 8, Kylie Herman, first baseman for the Pheasants. Schwab misses low, ball 1. Lifted foul, right side. So it'll be a 1-1 count now for Kylie Herman. Schwab gets her sign. Sets and fires. Lifted left side. Abby Axtell moving underneath that. The wind playing havoc on it. It's going to drop to the turf for an infield single. So the Pheasants are going to have a runner on with 1 out. And I think we're getting a pinch runner for Kylie Herman, who seems to be limping a tad. May have turned an ankle as she got to first base there. Not sure who this pinch runner is going to be. Many of the Pheasants wearing jackets today. I can't see the numbers. So there we go. Our pinch runner gets on the bag at first. And now we will have Kendall Siebrecht come to the plate. Siebrecht, the designated player for the Pheasants today. Schwab gets her sign. And we'll paint the outside corner 0-1. 1 out for the Pheasants here in the top of the 5th inning. Showing bunt, misses on it. The throw down to second. Not in time for the pinch runner there. I'm not sure who that is. Can't see any numbers on it. So she will get into second base. The bunt misses. So it's going to be an 0-2 count for Siebrecht. With 1 out. In one way or the other, she did her job there. Advanced the runner. And there's a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 for McKinley Schwab. And the Pheasants now with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And they'll send their right fielder to the plate, number 23, Peyton O'Daniel. Schwab misses on the inside corner, 1-0. Swing and a miss there, 1-1. Good pitch by Schwab. Fastball inside. Got O'Daniel to chase it. Smoke gets her sign, sets and fires. There's the outside corner, 1-2. Schwab bringing the velocity today. Pitching straight into this wind. It's a foul ball into the net. Count will stay at 1-2. Just letting this breeze kind of come through here, maybe subside a tad. Schwab fires low, 2-2. Smoke sets, fires. Gets the swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 for McKinley Schwab. And that'll do it for the top of the fifth and the Pheasants. We move to the bottom. Sioux Valley with a 7-0 lead. Redfield coach not happy with the strikeout there, apparently. Mentioning something to Dave Bestie on the way to the dugout, but to no avail. This will give us a chance to thank Craft Chop House and Lounge, a great restaurant on 6th and Madera in Brookings. Utilizing homegrown fresh ingredients, Craft offers elegantly handcrafted dishes. Hand-cut steaks, amazing pastas, award-winning burgers, an unparalleled Sunday brunch, and they make their own cheesecakes. Whether you're on a lunch break, taking the fam out for supper, or enjoying date night, make Kraft your culinary destination. Thinking of Kraft. Right on 6th and Madera in Brookings. Fantastic restaurant. Wind still howling a bit, blowing straight out to center field. This little shower is staying persistent now for the last inning. Coming up for Sioux Valley, this is Amelia Jacobson, J.C. Olson, and Shelby High all due up. Jacobson will hit that the other way, try to outrun, and will not be able to. Amelia with a ground out to first base. Be out number one for the Cossacks. Nice play by Kylie Herman at first base for the Pheasants. And that'll bring J.C. Olson to the plate, number 20, our left fielder. J.C. gets a bat on that. Picked up by Morissette at third, and it'll be thrown over. Force out there. 2 quick outs for Sioux Valley. And that'll bring Shelby High to the plate. Shelby making good contact today. She had a ground rule double in the second inning. Flew out to center field in the third. Now another opportunity here against Michaela Schultz. Inside on that. 1-0. Lifted, right field, and that'll fall out of the right fielder's glove. Shelby High turns, but will stay at first base. A tough play for the right fielder. That is Peyton O'Daniel out there. Got a glove on it, just couldn't keep it in the mitt. So a single for Shelby High means the Cossacks will have a runner on first with 2 outs, and the 9-hitter in lineup, number 23, Cameron Eaker, our first baseman. Camtastic.
Up the middle, opposite way, Cam.
Stepping into the box. Cam with a couple of groundouts to shortstop so far today. Schultz misses. Ball 1. Shelby High thought about going on a second, but the ball just didn't get it far enough away from Stroud. She's done a great job behind the plate today. Stopping things like that, keeping runners where they are. Too low. That gets away from Stroud. Shelby High will move up to second base. And Cam Tastic's going to have a 2-0 count against Michaela Schultz. Line drive, center field, underneath the glove. It rolls to the fence. Cameron will roll into second base. A ground rule double for Cameron Eaker. And that'll score Shelby High coming all the way around. Nice job by Cameron. The ground rule double here in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll make it 8-0. A lead for Sioux Valley. So with 2 outs now and a run in, and Cameron Eaker sitting on second base, the top of the order coming, Cassidy Smith due up. And now we're going to have a pitching change, I believe, for our Pheasants, or are we just having a conversation out there? Maybe just a conversation. That's going to allow me to wipe the raindrops off of my iPad. May 22nd. It is better than snow, thank you. Almost seems like snow. My toes are cold. So Schultz stays on as pitcher. Just a conversation out there between the Redfield coach and the infielders. Cass Smith, the left-hander, steps into the box. And that pitch is going to miss on the outside corner. You can see the movement out there. Just missed that outside corner. Cassidy, no at-bats yet today. She's got 2 walks and has been hit by a pitch, but she's been on base all 3 times. Scored twice already today. Just finds a way to get on first all the time. Cass will watch that 2-0. That is tapped foul. Cass missing that on the outside corner. It'll be a 2-1 count. Cass ready. Schultz gets her sign, sets, and fires. Good hit up the middle. That'll be an infield single into center field, and that'll bring in a run as well. Shelby High coming all the way around. That wasn't even Shelby High. That was a pinch runner out there. Who was that? Who is that? Quinn. Q, if we will. I didn't even see her as a pinch runner out there. Sorry. But she scores, so give Q a run. Scored. Cassidy Smith on first. It is now 9-0 Sioux Valley. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Morgan Lemmy at the plate. Wind picking up. Rain picking up. Morgan Lemmy has been hit by a pitch today. Reached on a fielder's choice. She scored twice today. That'll be tapped foul. 1-1 for Morgan Lemmy. One and one. That misses inside. 2-1 to Morgan Lemmy. Morgan with a swing and a miss. Make it a 2-2 count now. Good pitch by Schultz. Took a little something off that. Had some movement on it as well. So a 2-2 count with 2 outs, and Cassie Smith on first base. Lemmy ready in the box. Schultz fires. In a strike on the outside corner. Curveball came in just enough, and that'll do it for the bottom of the fifth. 9-0 our score. And we'll move to the top of the sixth. Cover up my iPad once again here. Trying to keep the drops off there. without covering up my camera. Yeah, there we go. So this will give us an opportunity here to thank a couple other sponsors. We can thank Subway of Volga, our player of the game sponsor for the boys basketball season. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, sponsors of the volleyball season and girls basketball this year. The boys basketball team got a free 6-inch sandwich from Subway of Volga for their player of the game efforts. Tropical Smoothie gave out free smoothies for the best volleyball performance and basketball performance on the girls' side. Here in the springtime, player of the game gets a free treat from Cool as Ice, the ice cream shop right in downtown Volga, another venture for the Craddock family right next to CC's Bar and Grill downtown Volga. Free treat is what the card says. Wednesday, we were able to hand out a couple of free treats to the seniors. McKinley Schwab went 4 for 4 with a solo home run on her night. She was officially the player of the game, but able to give 3 of those treats away. We'll give some more away tonight. As Schwab has a couple of hits, scored a run. She's got 10 strikeouts. Shelby's High has had a good day at the plate. We got some candidates. Cassidy Smith, she's been on base all 4 times. For the Pheasants, this is the number 9 hitter in lineup, number 15, Ashley Stroud. She's been great behind the plate today. Taps that foul right side. Be 1-1 to Stroud. Sprinkling raindrops, still being persistent here. Schwab gets her sign. We'll get a swing and a miss there. 1-2 to Stroud. Schwab will miss low on that. 2-2. And Schwab will miss on that as well. Full count for Ashley Stroud. McKinley fires. It'll be up in the zone and a walk for Ashley Stroud. So the Pheasants will start with a walk here in the top of the 6th. I think we're getting a pinch runner, possibly. Yes, we are. Courtesy runner for the catcher for the Pheasants. Not sure who number 4 is. I'm starting to be able to not feel my fingers. I'm not looking on my phone in the game changer. So number 4 is out there to pinch run. Top of the order for the Pheasants, this is Michaela Schultz. Schwab misses wildly. That gets away from Mia. And that will move the runner up to second base, the pinch runner for Stroud. So a runner in scoring position for the Pheasants. Nobody out here in the top of the 6th. McKinley gets her sign. She sets and fires. Lifted. Left side. J.C. Olsen chasing. She will have it go off the side of her glove. A double officially, but no one's coming in to score as that was a late jump. Had to wait to see if that was going to be caught or not. It was not. And Schultz will be on second base. Stroud's pinch runner moves to third. And now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Mia will come out to talk to McKinley on the mound there. Just getting their plan put together. Maybe talking about some gripping out there, possible. Tough pitching day, you know. Not only is it wet out here and windy, but dirt sticking to everything out there. So McKinley might be having some problems or some challenges with that. And that's lifted left side. J.C. Olsen will drift back, make the catch right in front of the fence. Tagging up on that will be a runner scoring, and that was the pinch runner for Stroud. She will score, and the Pheasants are on the board. 9-1 our new score. Michaela Schultz moved over to third. Nice catch by J.C. Olsen in left field. 1 out now for the Pheasants, and that will bring Hayden Gall to the plate. This is the center fielder for the Pheasants. Still a runner on third. Fouled back into the netting. Be 1-1 to Gall. Tapped foul, left side. Be 1-2 to Gall. Schwab fires. Line drive, foul. Beyond the right field line. Count's going to stay at 1-2 with 1 out for the Pheasants. They were able to score 1 so far, but they do have a runner sitting on third base. Get a refresh on the softball. Maybe get that one wiped off. Change up. Kind of fools the runner. The throw to first, not in time, and it'll be an infield single for Hayden Gall. RBI on that as Schultz was able to score from third. So now the Pheasants, 2 runs in the inning. 1 out, and Hayden Gall on first base. And that'll bring the cleanup hitter to the plate. Maddie Morissette, third baseman for the Pheasants. Schwab misses on the outside corner, 1-0. Swing and a miss there, 1-1 to Morissette. Schwab gets another swing and a miss. 1-2 to Morissette. Hayden Gall on first base after her infield single. That misses outside, trying to steal second, and that'll get into center field. Cassie Smith will fire it over to third, and Gall's going to make over to third base on the steal. The pitch officially outside, so it'll be 2-2 to Morissette. But Gall able to get all the way over to third after the throw to second to try to get her there. Got through everything. Tapped right side. Benson will pick that up. Fire over to Cam Eaker. The force out. Gets 2 outs, but another run scores. Pheasants now make it 9-3 here in the top of the 6th. But now 2 outs. For the Pheasants, this will be Layla Hardy coming to the plate. That's their second baseman. Schwab will miss inside. 9-3 our score. Big swing and a miss there. 1-1 in the count. Schwab does have 10 strikeouts on her outing so far today. No strikeouts yet in this inning. Layla Hardy in the box. Schwab fires. That's on the outside corner, 1-2. That is tapped foul over our shoulders to the right. Count's going to stay at 1-2. Some foul balls have returned. Schwab gets her sign. She's ready. Sets and fires. Just misses outside. 2-2. Misses inside. That'll fill the count now with 2 outs. Schwab gets her sign. Smoke fires. Fouled off once again. That'll hit the roof of the concession stand. Count will stay full with 2 outs. Line drive right up the middle. Cassie Smith will pick that up, throw it in. Good single by Layla Hardy. So the Pheasants getting some hits, getting some runners here in the top of the 6th. Still a 6-run lead for Sioux Valley. Two outs for the Pheasants, and this will bring the 6-hitter lineup to the plate. This number 8, Kylie Herman, the first baseman for the Pheasants. She's got a teammate on first. Popped up, left side. McKinley will call for it and bring it in. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. Couple of hits. They score 3. Make it a 9-3 ball game. And Sioux Valley will come to the plate with a 6-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. So give us an opportunity to thank a couple more sponsors here. We'll thank Shorty's Burgers and Brew, a brand new burger spot in downtown. No, they're not in downtown Brookings. They're on 6th Street in Brookings, just down from Jimmy John's. Shorty's a fantastic burger and tap place. They got like 30 taps on the wall. Kind of a cool setup, too. You get to a card at the front counter, and then you just kind of swipe the card as you get drinks off the taps. Pay when you go, but it's kind of a self-serve type of deal when you get the beers up there. Kind of a cool idea. So get in there and try the burgers. They've now introduced the Philly steak sandwich. They've got Chislic in there as well. Yeah, just a great spot on 6th Street, just down from Jimmy John's. So thank you, Shorty's, for being a sponsor of everything we're doing here. They also have the Shorty's Hot Box food truck. You can see that at street dances and festivals and outside of bars downtown Brookings as well. So Shorty's, man, doing good work. We move to the bottom of the 3rd. Let me set this up here. The Sioux Valley side of the 6th inning. This is McKinley Schwab. After that, we got Zoe Hempstead and Abby Axtell all due up in the bottom of the 6th. Schwab with a couple singles today, a fly out to center field as well. But 10 strikeouts on the mound today. Lifted into center field. That is still drifting, and it'll leave the yard! Another solo shot for McKinley Schwab. 2 games in a row. Got it into that breeze and just let it travel. Schwab getting mobbed at home plate. Big shot to left center. McKinley helping her own case. Now 3 for 4 in her day with 2 singles and a solo shot, 10 strikeouts as a pitcher. McKinley having a pretty good day. So that blast makes it 10-3 now. And that'll bring our cleanup hitter to the plate. This is Zoe Hempstead, number 10, playing right field. And she's going to be hit by the pitch. So Zoe gets to first the hard way. So now with nobody out, Hempstead on first base. This will bring Abby Axtell to the plate. One of our 2 fantastic seniors this year. Abby's going to let that drop 1-0 to Abby Axtell, the Axe. Abby doubled and scored in the second inning. Strikeout in the first, a fly out in the fourth. Swing and a miss on that. Hempstead will race up to second, steal second base. So Abby is going to have a 1-1 count, but a runner in scoring position now. Sprinkles have gotten lighter, but wind still howling. That'll be on the outside corner, 1-2 to Axtell. Abby ready. Schultz fires. Lifted foul, right side. That will bounce past the concession stand. Dave Bestie asking for some softballs. So after the foul ball, we're ready now. 1-2 the count. Axtell back in the box. Schultz delivers. Change up. Gets Axtell on the outside corner. And that'll be out number 1 for Sioux Valley here in the bottom of the 6th. This will bring Amelia Jacobson to the plate. Number 13, she's our catcher. Sack fly in the first, single in the second. And there's another hot shot right up the middle underneath the diving glove. And that's going to score Hempstead from second base, an RBI single. Trying to stretch that to 2. It did not get away from the pitcher, and she'll be thrown out at second base. But the RBI anyway. Single scores Hempstead. And she saw it going through the infield and then was gunned down at second base. That is, an 8-1-4 put out. So 2 outs now for Sioux Valley. And J.C. Olson will be hit by the pitch. So J.C. Olson gets to first base here with 2 outs, and that'll bring Shelby High to the plate. Shelby with a double in the second and scored. Fly out, hit well in the third, and then a single and scored in the 5th inning. That is lifted right side. Tough play for the second baseman. It gets beyond her glove. Trying to get over to third, and will do so. J.C. Olson now gets away from the third baseman. She'll score. And Shelby High's going to be standing on second base. Just a pop-up that went past the second baseman's glove. Second baseman's kind of laughing at that. That is Layla Hardy out there, who face-planted and is now dusting herself off out there. Still laughing about it, getting some dirt off of her mask at the same time. So JC comes all the way around. Shelby High ends up at second after the single. Now we're going to have another meeting on the mound by the Pheasants. This mound visit's going to be brought to us by Langland Trucking, Big Sioux Plumbing, Buster's Auto Brokers, Vivid Beauty, Home Team Physical Therapy, and the Man Cave Barbershop. All proud sponsors of everything we're doing here on Saul's Media, supporting Sioux Valley Athletics. So there's 2 outs for Sioux Valley here in the bottom of the 6th. Shelby High is on second base, and at the plate we've got Cameron Eaker. Cam with a ground rule double in her last at bat, then later scored. 12-3 our score. Camtastic in the box. And she will watch ball 1. Ball gets away from Stroud. That's going to allow Shelby High to get up to third. So Cam will have a 1-0 count. And a teammate on third base now. Good stop by Stroud. 2-0 to Eaker. Schultz fires inside again. Gets away from Stroud. but not far enough away to score Shelby High from third. But Cam's going to have a 3-0 count. Possible red light here for Cam. Maybe watching one here. Drilled left field still, and it will touch the glove. Is that a home run? Is that a walk-off home run for Cameron Eaker? The left fielder got a glove on it and then fell over the left field fence. Cameron Eaker, the senior, with a walk-off. Camtastic is going to earn herself a free treat with the walk-off 2-run shot to end this thing. 14-3, our run rule score. Cam Eaker. Big blast. So we will shake hands out there. 14-3, our final score. Cameron Eaker delivers the 2-run bomb to end it. For the Cossacks, that moves them to 18-3 on their season. And we've got a big day tomorrow, a warmer day tomorrow as we head down to Beersford for the Big East Conference Tournament. 3-game slate starts at 10 a.m. The first matchup is against Parker at 10 a.m. They'll play at 10, they'll play at noon, they'll play at 2 o'clock, and try to repeat their performance of winning that Big East Conference Tournament as they did last year. I don't think we're going to wait for conversations. Everything is wet. Everything is windy. Need to dry off. My electrical equipment needs a wipe. So I think we'll get out of here and have some fun tomorrow in Beersford. 14-3, our score as the Cossacks move to 18-3 on their season. We'll give away some cool as ice free treats here. Cameron Eaker is going to get a free treat for her walk-off 2-run shot. Shelby High earns herself a free treat today. McKinley Schwab with a home run of her own, 10 strikeouts on the mound, 3 for 4 on her day. She earns a free treat. And Cassidy Smith, all she does is get on base. So we've got a lot of those to give away because, well, we've just got a lot of them to give away. So we're going to do that. Cam, Shelby, McKinley, and Cass. We'll give 4 of them away today. We got plenty more for tomorrow and for the Sodex 16 matchup. And even if they get to Aberdeen, we still got some stuff there too. So plenty of that. Just a fantastic game today. 14-3 in the rain and the wind. 18-3 in their season. Let's fire this up tomorrow from Beersford. 10 a.m. Game number 1 against Parker. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. That's going to do it. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Beersford. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for following along. Thank you to all of our partners as well. We'll see you tomorrow from Beersford.